Well, greetings, hello, and welcome on back. Episode number 10 coming your way. I'm ImperialJedi, and you're wonderful. You are. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Guys, today a very ambitious episode, which I think is always on the docket, isn't it, eh? But yeah, no, today, if everything goes to plan, we're going to be working a little bit on the highways. We're going to be adding some new residential neighborhoods, chasing the new milestone, adding some new bike lanes, and working on the public transit hub. That is quite a mouthful. So the new milestone, if we get that one, that'll kind of determine how much we end up working on the transit hub. I'm thinking just the trains for today, but you never know. And there's always another episode, isn't there, eh? But yeah, so in between episodes, I did do some work over in the hotel area. We had some great comments come in. Some suggestions were implemented. But basically what we ended up doing over here was putting everything on a flat, neutral ground. And I put a key wall in behind the older hotel to help kind of like, split the difference in the soil over here. And this, I mean, it's a little bit jank. You have to use your imagination a bit, but we tried to like also split some of the buildings. So I might increase the density of those for it to make a bit more sense, but not too shabby, I don't think, or whatever I'm trying to say. But yeah, over here, we've got a little courtyard, plaza. We have some parking lot action right here. This is the parking lot roads. I haven't really used these too often. I think we talked about them before. But this is actually like a really, really nifty mod. You can basically draw these as normal roads, and all you're doing is kind of like changing the road type. And that'll basically add a parking lot to your road. And then you put down the parking spaces, and you can have like a custom look that can be diagonal, crisscross, whatever you want. And the Sims will drive through that lighter part, and they're going to treat like the open areas as sidewalk, which is why they're kind of walking in between the cars. That's heckin' cool. If there's a car parked in the way, that'll also kind of determine how they walk through, which is like super cool. So I like that. And what's really, really fun is, a hidden tree right here, is you can actually walk and drive and function with this parking lot here. A little bit of clipping, but everything still kind of like functions in air quotes. I like that a lot. So road access is from the other side. Pedestrian access is from over here. But I feel like it just, makes more sense for the hotels. And we also snuck in a nice little pool right here. So there you go. Guys, today's episode features some sponsored content. So let's sit back and we'll listen to a quick word from the sponsor, and then I will be back with some building and the rest of today's episode agenda. It's the end of a long workday. You've had a long week, and the last thing you want to do right now on the way home is plan your dinner. You don't want to make any extra stops. You don't want to use any of those expensive food delivery apps. You know those add up. What you need is fresh food delivered right to your door that's easy to make. That's HelloFresh. HelloFresh delivers fresh quality produce from the farm to your door in less than a week, allowing you to enjoy the delicious flavors of this season right now from home. Ditch your usual boring low-cal foods for HelloFresh's calorie-smart offerings, like sweet and spicy apricot chicken or cheesy spinach and mushrooms stromboli. HelloFresh is the first carbon-neutral meal kit company, and nearly all packaging is recyclable. HelloFresh recipes include pre-portioned ingredients, and that means less prep and, more importantly, less wasted food. That was a big one for me when I started using this, is I just feel like at the end of the week I'm throwing out so much stuff from the grocery store, and this is so much more helpful. Pause anytime, make substitutes with your favorite boxes, change out the proteins, change out the sides, and more importantly, if you're going on vacation, you can update your delivery address and enjoy your food fresh on the go. You've still got just enough time to make an order and wow that crowd at your upcoming Labor Day barbecue. Try grilling some HelloFresh cheese stuffed burgers with pesto aioli or grilled salmon with balsamic tomatoes. Use my link or go to HelloFresh.com and use code POGIJAUG16, and that'll get you 16 free meals across 7 boxes as well as 3 surprise gifts. Once you click, my description will live update to count up the purchases. Oh, welcome back. So I thought we'd start right away with just a little bit of highway construction here. So I mentioned last episode that we were going to be building a highway interchange, not out of this bridge, but actually out of this one. think maybe I hinted that there could be the possibility of both, but yeah, I think for sure we're going to add highway interchanges to both arterial roads here. And my logic is, like, I think we're far enough apart that it would be like a good job to help balance the traffic. And it would be really a fun opportunity to give us a bit more of a focus on the industrial pocket for one of the interchanges. And, you know, I'm still trying to kind of incorporate the collector and express system. And I feel like if we connect more of that together, it'll just kind of make, I think, a lot more sense and visually look a lot more completed. So we just need some more connection points. So I thought what we could do is just sneak across like such, and then maybe just connect in over to yeah, this bridge area here. See if we can find the right angle for that. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can do our best here to split these apart without looking too wacky. Actually, you know what? Let's go into node controller and let's delete a node if we can. Or network multi-tool, sorry. Always confusing those two. So yeah, we bring this over. A little bit of lane mathematics through here. Make that look a little bit cleaner. And then what we'd have is, instead of just forcing everyone to turn right, you'd also be able to go straight and then make your way kind of like onto the collector. Or into the express, I should say, yeah. Oh my goodness. So much anarchy, get rid of that. It's one of those days, just smiles for miles. Too excited to do these episodes. And I just finished moving IRL too. That's why there's been a bit of a gap in between episodes here. So we are settled. There could be a bit more background noise. I'm a bit closer to a main road now, so if you hear any cars and stuff, I apologize. We'll do our best with that, but yeah, it's been a few days, so it's good to be back. That's not too bad. That's not too bad as well. And I think I might get rid of one of the nodes through here. That's a bit better. And then arterial, or not arterial, sorry, lane mathematics. That's what I want. And then we'll just use the line up the option. There you go. Yeah, I feel like, you know, 2 weeks on the internet. That's a long time in real life, right? For those of you who are like, oh, he's gone again. No, nothing like that, eh? Nothing like that. Really quickly, let's put down a garbage dump. Starting to get a bit out of hand again here.
The wait is over. It's finally here. Friday night chili bowling at Andy's Bowling.
Oh, my favorite song. Every time, eh? I have to point it out every time as well. It's also a tradition. But yeah, this song just gets me every time. Okay, so lane mathematics. This comes on through. That looks nice. You've got the ability, if you want to take the highway out, you can go further in with this too, which is kind of cool. And then just collect on into the express. So that is pretty handy. A little bit more function. I like that. All you're missing out on, unfortunately, is this interchange, but not the end of the world. Go in and get there that way. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty straightforward, pretty simple in the grand scheme of it all. But just what we're after. All right, cool. So yeah, next on the docket, I do want to put down a nice strong arterial road, like I was saying, that has like a bicycle focus. So if we can go for like super wide here, let's just do the default Dan 6-lane road with the bicycle. Not a lot of custom roads. I got some from the Vanilla Plus project, but I was kind of hoping for one of those American ones, but not happening. And so yeah, this one, I think we're gonna do it in line with this. And that would mean like more or less a lot of high density through this pocket here, because we've got two arterial roads that are pretty close to each other. And so that means they're able to do a lot higher volume of traffic. Oh boy. A little overgrown through here. You know what? Let's grab... I think these guys count as props. There you go. Interesting that those are clipping through. I don't think I have any anarchy problems here. Yeah, weird. It's almost like the prop in tree anarchy is still on, but it's not. That's okay. Yeah, so we'll fill this out a bit of kind of redundant grid, but we know the grid works. And we know this part of the city is going to be more or less like the core, you know? The uptown core. That's a good way to describe it. Yeah, that's like that. And then just a couple of these skinny roads through here. Let's grab one of the American ones if we can. Pretty well spaced. Gonna have to be cautious as we get closer to the transit hub. I'm not looking for like a million intersections through here. And we need just enough room that we cannot get in the way of the train station. That's weird. That almost lines up perfectly. Yeah, it could be. We could meander to here. We very well could. This took me. I don't know why I didn't mention this before. This took me longer than I care to admit. I used to really only play in freeform. And when the game first came out, I think I was stuck in doing curve roads, but I don't know. I got a suggestion one day in a YouTube video to just kind of, break loose from that. And so I did freeform forever and ever and ever. And I think I was like 3 or 4 years into the game. And I think I was on the live stream and I was trying to like make one of these curves. See, that kind of like lined up very nicely. But I was doing it with like this. And someone was watching me struggle. So I would go like this and then try to fix all of it after with like the Move It mod. And people are like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, what do you mean? Is there a better way? And people are like, Imperial, are you kidding me? Of course there is. So if you just take your regular curve road, have your guidelines turned on, if you line these two up, that curve every day of the week is going to be perfect. To the point where it's like, it'll shock you. If you're doing freeform, I'm telling you, try this switch. Anywhere you'll be pleased. Religious awakening. Yeah, same with, I think I mentioned that at one of the previous episodes, doing the slope with the terraforming tools. That whole shebang, oh my goodness, eh? I want to get back into that because it's a little bit of deja vu, but, for anyone that wants to see it really quickly again, right? Once upon a time, I was making some hills in a live stream. So I think usually this happens in a live stream. I got corrected. I'm too embarrassed to attempt new things on the videos here, right? Yeah, so I had like a nice big hill, and we had flat hill down here, and I was trying to do like a slope in between. And I never really use this tool for its proper thing, where I'm always like right-clicking and flattening stuff out. But then someone's like, no, man. So you right-click up here to set the height. You left-click over here, and then just drag towards the top. And it will create a slope between the two areas that is perfectly sloped. So this is probably deja vu, because I think I've mentioned this a couple times, but for anyone that's just like, oh my god, I know, right? Holy smokes, man. So yeah, I usually use it this way to flatten, right? But that is not apparently the way. So yeah, old dogs can learn new tricks. I think that's kind of the point of my my story right here. Where did you come from? Oh, I guess you're going that way, eh? I don't really approve of this. That should be a no, just for the record, eh? Okay. Here I am stressing that time is of the importance, and we have a very ambitious episode on the docket, and you're getting bogged down by little things like this, right? Anyway, I think it's fun to learn stuff that's new. All right, so we've placed down a garbage. That should hopefully help pick up some of this. We've got our arterial road down. We're going to get a few more of these roads connected. I believe 1 or 2 of these guys should be turned into bicycle as well. Bring this guy up. Yeah, I feel like this guy here should be bicycle the whole way down. And the bicycle lanes, in case you are absolutely brand new, they are from the After Dark DLC. I think I mentioned that in the past as well. You do so many of these episodes, and sometimes time in between, you forget what you say in the older episodes, right? So forgive me if a lot of this is repetitive. But yeah, so After Dark DLC, that's where you get the bike lanes from. Vanilla Plus, which I've linked a few times now. I'll happily link it again. Keep your eyes peeled. It's just basically additional vanilla roads. And so I've got some extra bike lanes from there. And you can kind of see, if you have the Find It mod rocking and rolling, I can right-click. That brings up my Steam. You can see all the messages I don't respond to. I'm terrible. And yeah, it's a really fun way to get your assets and collections, that kind of stuff, right? So come visit me on a live stream, and I can get you this stuff in like a breeze. Okay. You know what? Just for fun, let's do a road that has a little cute median in it. I like that a bit more. Safer for the bicycles. And some variety. Okay. So I did throw down a geothermal plant in between episodes. I'm going to probably have to put down at least one more power plant. We should be getting a little bit close here again. It's not too bad, actually. It's more so that garbage is the issue. I'm a little bit nervous to zone a whole bunch of this at once just because of the ongoing death wave issues, but let's see if we can fill all of this in and then get cracking over on the train station. Keep this skinny road. Or the one-lane road. Not even skinny at all, it's a wide road. And yeah, I usually find that if I'm going to be aiming for like higher density, I'll probably spread the roads out, and I won't necessarily use those super skinny roads. I like to use those ones for just the residential houses. I could possibly get away with a few of them, maybe without the lanes. Just kind of cutting through some of these. And then like here, for example, doesn't necessarily have to be a traffic light, and that'll encourage people to only take this if they live here. Otherwise, the speed limit's gonna be a bit slow, a little bit inconvenient in the grand scheme. What do you have here? There you go. Yeah, there you go. Everything's kind of on the border, eh? Well, build it first, and then deal with the consequences after, right? Oopsies. Okay, I want to specialize maybe a couple of these neighborhoods, and then we're going to throw down some of those modern condos. We used a few of those, but I think if we toss down at least like 3 or 4 in one little block, that'll look, I think, really fresh. Kind of make it seem like we have the same developer. Okay, that is good. Services we'll put down once we get this area rocking and rolling. And I don't want to forget parks. Actually, do we have any bigger parks? Oh, a baseball diamond. That'd be beautiful up here. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's cool on the hill like that, actually, because the asset is a bit tall looking, which is kind of nice. Almost like we terraformed. Oh, shoot. No, it doesn't work. Oh, it needs to be on flat ground. Okay, never mind. Here you are, saying all these nice things about the baseball diamond. And I won't even cooperate with you, eh? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that will get power if we zone towards it. Maybe another park asset right in the middle right there. That's a nice diagonal parking lot. Inadvertently, my collection of assets just keeps on growing. I'm using a lot of these for the live stream, and then I don't bother turning them off. I kind of feel like, we can find a way to incorporate them in here, right? But getting a little out of hand some days. There, that's not too bad. And we could actually incorporate some of the health facilities in here. So these guys here are from different DLCs. This is Green Cities DLC. Sports Hall Gymnasium. Love this building right here. Beautiful parking lot too. And you also get a nice community pool. So we'll put all these together here. That's really nice. And I feel like maybe a retaining wall. Just a little one right through here. Oh, that's so much better. So we can stretch that further out. Sometimes these can't quite get too lucky with the way the terraforming ends up, so the parking lot might be kind of stuck the way it is. Yeah, let's not stress about that one. And then a little bit of Green Cities DLC, I think, in this part. And then we'll go in with some Rico. Okay, so that's self-sufficient and the green homes. And we'll do organic and local produce too, just for a little bit of commercial in here. And then high density. I know I said high density the whole way through, but I think I'm actually going to put in a whole bunch of houses just for the variety's sake. And that way it won't really feel like claustrophobic wall-to-wall concrete jungle either. That'll look nice. Okay. Into the Rico, please. And, you know, ideally, let's try to maybe pop some of the ones in here because it's nice and flat. Yeah, so these guys here, I love this condo set. And I'd like to use the one that has all the props and stuff attached to it if possible. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Yeah, that's nice. And then, like, what if this maybe had, like, a little parking lot back there? Actually, I can show you guys the parking lot roads. I was mentioning those just at the start of the episode. This is what I did near the hotel area. So I've got a little skinny access road right here. And that's going to be absolutely perfect. It's a slow speed limit by default. You can actually use the traffic president controls over top of it. So you can see right here, default is 20. And then you're going to basically switch road types. And then that in itself is the parking lot. And so it can be a dead end. It can be a road that goes through, connects to another road. You can kind of see if you want to have a wide connection instead of the little skinny one. Totally up to you. And I think we'll need nothing too crazy here.
For millennia, these
Just switch that out. It's a little bit further down. Hey, you know, moving mod compatible. Pretty handy. And I've got the parking lot snapping mod on as well. But these are all part of the same pack. And so when I find these guys here, they're going to snap within the parameters of the parking lot. Otherwise, you would be putting these down kind of individually and then adjusting them if needs be. So a little bit of accessible parking. Those worked very well together right there. Done and done. Yeah, it's really nice, eh? And then this could be complemented with a walking path. We could bring a fence in as well, which is kind of nice. And just, yeah, a little bit of detail like this. If you're patient and you have the ability to sit back and remember to do this as you're kind of building, it won't be too intimidating. But if you build massive sections of your city and then come back with the anticipation of finding the time to do this, it might be a bit challenging. So I feel like, you know, just steady as she goes, little bits at a time. It's kind of like procrastination, right? Just got to get her done sometimes. Yeah, that's great. I think maybe just a couple more trees in here, or just a little bit more color. Or actually, you know what would be really nice is maybe some flower boxes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And I think we could probably do a prop line tool with this one. Oh, perfect. That's cute. Very cute. Yeah, we're getting carried away, aren't we, eh? I'm kind of wanting to do some benches here. Yeah, why not? Why the heck not? So let's do the pathway over here, just so we don't run into any issues as I put it down. We'll drag this into place, just so it helps kind of fill that in nicely. Hopefully. Oh, nope. Yep, there it is. Okay, and then yeah, there's a couple benches in here. Swear I know how to spell. And then just for simplicity, we'll just grab the 4 of them, just so the spacing and stuff is correct. We'll copy, right click a few times to rotate them around, and we'll just do our best to line it all up. Yeah, it's not bad. Shout out to the Move It mod. Move It mod is probably my desert island mod. I can only bring one with me till the end of time. Oh, I actually don't think it's gonna work. Never mind. I thought that building had a big, kind of does. Kind of does here. I don't like using the term graffiti, but what if we had some art or something in here, you know? Do I have a lot of that enabled, I wonder? I don't think so, actually. Otherwise, I think I probably would have seen a bit more than just Grogu, eh? What about arts? Art Deco, sure. No, I guess I don't have them enabled, eh? Well, you know what? Let me track some of this stuff down in between episodes. Oh, modular. Oh, these are nice too. These are growable. Oh, I'm getting so distracted. I love it. Yeah, shoot. Okay, well, we'll save that for another day. But those kind of details I think are fun to add to the city. A little bit of street art. Graffiti, you know, might make the area look a little bit less attractive, but some nice murals would be kind of cool. Okay, so obviously there's no power going to these guys here. No one's going to live there, so let's see if we can remedy that.
Saddle up in the mornings with Jimmy and the Stallion.
Great commercial. And yeah, I think like just a little bit of office in here. So let me expand this. Just to get some height going too. I don't need a million intersections off that road. It'll just get too manic, you know? So why don't we do this? And then I'm going to put just a little skinny road. Got to get some plazas in here too. Let's just come across, because you know what? The crosswalk lines up very nicely with the property right here. I think that actually is kind of a happy accident. And so, not looking for like the tallest of offices, so just a generic office in here. I'm going to put down some plazas. So your eyes did not deceive you, by the way. I know some of you were like, wait a minute. Was that some Star Wars stuff? It was. Don't worry. Soon. Soon. Or come see me in the live stream. I'll explain stuff there, eh? Yeah, okay, so a little bit of offices. I'm going to put down a bit more high-density residential now that that stuff starts to fill in. So we're still trying to, like, you know, keep in mind that there could be a death wave if we zone her all at once. A bit more in there. And then, yeah, there's a few more of these, like, tall kind of nice properties together would be nice. So Rico, a few more of these modern condos. We got some mixed-use ones, which are fun, but I'm not ready to use those just yet. That's getting a bit tall. I might put the tall guy in over here on the corner. Yep. Oh, it's such a beautiful building. Man, I'm getting carried away. I wasn't planning on doing like this much. And I wonder if we can sandwich these two together to make them seem like they're one shared property. That's a fun way to stretch your custom assets a bit further, trying to make them seem like they're modular. And I feel like you'll have better luck with that if it's the same asset creator normally between the assets. And that's not too bad, just because we have some nice overhang here, some outdoor plaza stuff. It seems to kind of work well with the hill. A little bit of action kind of missing over here, but not the worst I've seen. And then I wonder if we can maybe play a bit more with this connection point. Bring that back even. Yeah, I think when done right, it kind of makes the city look a bit more unique. When done incorrectly, oh boy. No, that's not too bad, eh? That's not too bad. I could buy that. And so I think this mixed in with a little bit of just kind of zoned should look kind of cool. And I'm tempted to do one little skinny road maybe in between these two with just a pinch of houses on it. A little skinny road. And then no need for a traffic light. Make sure you turn that off. And you'll see me, I use the junction control, not traffic president, to put the stop signs in. And that gives you a physical stop sign. Again, deja vu, broken record, I said it before, but physical stop sign, so that's your thing. And then I'm gonna do, maybe we can get away with some lower density. I know these are kind of a European style, but I want to use these buildings somewhere. I've also got these cool things. Oh, there's so many assets these days, eh? Yeah, how do these guys look? Oh, they're a bit small. Oh, townhouses. Those will look nice together. And if we can get those at the same height. Yeah, if we have them in sets of 3 and they're tiered. That would look so nice. So let's do 3, copy and paste. A little bit of space in between. We'll probably get that even space in a hot second here. So if you hold down Control, you get little micro adjustments. So that's movement mod right there. Just doing our best to line these all up. And so yeah, these 3 slightly lower than the first 3. Nice. And then these guys even lower. Nice. Nah, it's not 100% what I was going for, but it's still not too bad. And I think, you know, like, one in doubt, you can always hide the little jank in the trees, right? Yeah, guys, this kind of stuff, like, don't ever feel bad. If you're late, like, you know, weeks later to the party or anything, your feedback is awesome. If you have any comments or any thoughts, definitely let me know. I am a bit bad and slow, as you guys can see, at sometimes responding. I don't mean to, just a lot of comments sometimes come in. Tough to pick and choose, but I do read like 99% of them. And so I do apologize when I don't get to them in a timely manner. I do try my darndest. There's just a lot. But I always love hearing from you guys. And if it's easier for you, we have a Discord. You're very welcome in there too. We do live stream over on Twitch. That also could be, you know, up your alley. Going to try some live streams eventually on YouTube one day. But it's always nice to interact, you know? And really, like, not to sound like a dork or anything, but like, all of this is possible because you're sitting here watching and enjoying the content. And now you're just thinking like, oh, I'm just one person, but you are just one person. You're an amazing person. And if you weren't here, you know, we'd miss you. So I appreciate you coming back episode after episode. And some of you, like, years you've been here, eh? That's kind of cool. I like that a lot. We're growing old together here. That's nice. All right, enough nostalgic, enough feels. What is this? We came here for Skylines. Yeah, I feel like we need a little something else over here. I'm not sure what it is yet. I'll leave these as it is, though. And I think we're going to now head over, get the train station planted, and just a pinch more zoning, and that will be it. I mean, time just flies. These episodes, man. You always feel like you got all the time in the world to get her done, but when push comes to shove, man, you can only do a few things, and then there you go. We have these ambitious episodes every single time where we try to do too much. I love it. Yeah, so demand kind of dropping. Let's leave this be. And so, of course, neglecting water. So last episode, we did unlock the big train station hub. It's the 6-lane terminal station. We've also unlocked the 6-lane that has the cut-through. And before the episode, I was actually kind of sitting here thinking as to like a proper way to incorporate it. I'm just going to go really quickly into the Find It mod options, and I'm going to just unlock everything. I don't want to cheat and keep this, but just for a quick second here. So what I'd like to use is, where are the hubs at? We got a lot of money. We can put some stuff down for trial and error. Yeah, we've got like this guy right here, which is a multi-platform end station. It's modern. It's a really heckin' huge asset. It's got a metro platform built into it, but more importantly, it just looks awesome. And I feel like this is such a nice asset, and it's really challenging to get it used in your cities properly. It usually just feels like too big and too out of place, right? So what I'm kind of thinking, and this is where I'm kind of like doing a little bit of a pause here, maybe we want to try something different, is we can have 2 or 3 of these lines connected to the region. And that means trains from whatever side we end up connecting to, which will probably be this side. Trains come from the region, they pick up, drop off people, connect, no problem. And because we'll have multiple platforms, 2 or 3, it shouldn't really be a backlog. And because we're only going to connect from one side, it really shouldn't spawn too many trains. And that leaves, like, you know, the other platforms open to maybe just go from like point A to point B to another train station. And we can keep that in town, maybe have a little in-town loop or something, go from up here to a downtown station. That'd be cool. Wouldn't be like too overwhelming on the rails. Ever since the airport DLC came out, there's been something that's kind of borked where you cannot turn off intercity trains. I was kind of hoping that this would be fixed by now. I should message them and be like, yo, what's the deal? Maybe they know about it. I'm sure they do. But yeah, in case you've been kind of wondering yourself, yeah, unfortunately, there used to be the ability to toggle this on or off. There might be a mod you can use now, but you just can't stop trains from receiving intercity trains. So my thought was, yeah, to use the end terminal like this, and then on the other side, we'd have a metro. Where is my metro hub? Yeah, so I wanted to use the open metro plaza on this side, because I thought these two together would just look really, really cool. This is one of my favorite assets. It's a giant open metro. It's got more tracks and more like connection points than we really need, but the view is outstanding. And if you pair this, oh gosh, if you pair this with some really tall assets like across the street or something, it's just really cool. The vertical city. So much more, you know, more to it, right? So that's a really strong asset to use. But here's where the asterisk comes into play, right? If we did not want to use the modern end terminal, here's my song again. So let's say we didn't do this. What if we used, where did you go? So many things to click on. What if we use this guy? So we got the multi-platform station, but instead of it being a terminal, we have the way through. And so what does that mean for us, right? What we could do is a little bit of terraforming. This could actually be down here at the start of the hill, and we can have this be a bridge and all the rails go underneath it. But that means we can't do the open metro pit across. So that's kind of where I'm like torn right now, you know? So I don't know. You see what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck. The original plan, I do like it. And for what I was saying earlier about, like, you know, not having to worry too much about 1,000,001 trains feeding into this, it's pretty handy if trains can only come from one side. So you won't see them queuing and making a big mess. But then, I don't know, man. Swinging for the fences would be kind of fun. Having that terraformed out and stuff. I don't know. I almost feel like I need your guys' help, eh? I feel like we might end the episode here with this big cliffhanger. And then you tell me, do we want to use the end terminal station or the ability to go through and under? Yeah, you guys let me know. And I won't say I'll do a poll or anything, but I'll kind of like, you know, count the comments. We'll see what we end up with. And you guys kind of help me shape this. So I'm looking forward to, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Let's put the mouse down. Let's go. Let's enjoy a cinematic here. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll wait for some feedback. Not too bad in the grand scheme. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more of this filled in. The episodes, they always sound so ambitious, but when you talk about actually what we built, it doesn't seem like very much, eh? Baseball diamond, that was kind of it. But no, we got a little bit more of this kind of making sense. The collector, the express, the multi-lanes through here. It's all starting to come together. I like that a lot. And I think, like, you know, when the city hits 100,000 people and we've got like cars left, right, and center and some really cool destinations and just like traffic on the roads, but not like slowing us down, the city will look alive. I think all this will be, it'll be worth it, you know? Well, I tried, but that did not work. Okay. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. These episodes, it's just, you know, especially since we had a couple weeks in between them, I don't want to say goodbye, but I guess that's it. So you drop me a comment. You let me know what to do with this train station. I will see you in the next episode. You take care. You stay hydrated. Happy building. And thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you again.